is Mental Health Awareness Month, so each week we are tackling a topic with our friend Dr. Daryl Appleton, licensed mental health counselor. And today we are talking about one of my favorite subjects, anxiety. And I imagine something that's top of mind for many people, but specifically we're talking about functional anxiety, because you and I were chit-chatting a little bit and now we're gonna dive into it more, but not all anxiety is bad anxiety. Let's talk more about that.
Yes, it gets a bad reputation. Anxiety, literally, from brain and behavior, it's what keeps us alive. It's what makes you look both ways before you cross the street or meet deadlines. So I think a lot of times we think of anxiety as this bad thing we should avoid at all costs, but really it's how we behave when we're feeling anxious, or the choices we make that matter how the outcome kind of comes out.
So let's talk about what functional anxiety is. What would you describe that as? So, you know, our viewers might be thinking, oh, maybe that's more of the type of anxiety I have, or that is definitely not me.
Functional anxiety helps you get stuff done. It's what propels you forward. It's what helps you meet those deadlines. And I think that in a lot of instances, we can use it as fuel. I just had on my podcast, Feelings and Other F Words, a producer from LA, and he's doing this short film on how athletes specifically can use anxiety to help them perform. But we need to know where the lines are in order to understand how it's helping us or maybe not helping us.
It's such an interesting topic. I would say that I identify it as a functional anxietist. So I can kind of understand it's you know, it's interesting because you get a lot done, if that makes sense, but I think some people might also not like the part of what comes with it, which is that you're nervous about it, or you're thinking about something a lot, or you're overthinking something that maybe you don't need to think that much about.
I think we need to normalize it to the situation. If you're worried about a big project at work or a test that you're taking or a difficult conversation you have to have, it's normal for you to maybe think about it and lose a little bit of sleep. If you're thinking about it for the entire year or in years that have passed, then you might want to talk to somebody about it. But it's absolutely okay to feel how you feel when something big or uncomfortable or new is coming up.
It can really be like an adrenaline rush, really, is kind of what I think of it as. So it's, you know, you always hear kind of like, that's good, it's excitement, it's good. And, you know, to touch on something we've talked about in the past year on the show with you know, there is such a thing as toxic positivity as well, which kind of falls on the other end of this realm here, which is that, you know, if you just don't really ever feel anything, that's not good.
Right. If you're just saying like, this is okay, everything's great, everything's wonderful, it's not helpful to you. I love that, and I help my clients really get to this place of like, I'm allowed to feel anxious and I'm allowed to do something about it. So the feeling is never going to go away. There's nothing I can do to help you make that go away for your entire life. I don't want it to go away, but I can help you, and people like me can help you understand, okay, what now? What next? What do I do with it, and how do I make it a little bit less or a little less pervasive?
Almost like harness it for your own power.
I love that, yes.
Oh, you can use that.
Done.
On your podcast if you want. Let people know where they can hear your podcast.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts.
I would highly recommend doing that. If you haven't, we love Dr. Daryl, and good news, she is going to join us each week in May, and you can find more of her advice on our website, roadshow.com.